All right, everybody. We are live from the Inn at Pool and Way, our first kind of official. I mean, we've done podcasts, but this is like kind of set up.
Yeah.
Like legitimately right now. So we have 98-year-old Leo Gratz with us. Leo, thank you for coming, sir.
What's that?
It's way past Leo's bedtime, by the way. We kept him up.
He said, "Thank you for coming."
Thank you for coming and being on the show.
Fine.
So we wanted to get to know you a little bit. We have a half hour with Leo, and then he's got to go to bed.
Okay.
And then after that, we're going to talk to Mr. Fabril over here with his mask on. We get in his hat about the upcoming Poland Memorial Day Parade and how we're honoring the World War II vets.
Okay.
So let's
get right into it as fast as possible here. So Leo, tell us about where you grew up and where you're from originally.
I grew up in Youngstown
Okay.
on Marion Avenue most of the time. And then I moved, after I got married, I moved to Struthers.
Struthers, okay.
Yeah, and that's where I spent most of the time.
Okay. How old were you and what year, do you remember, did you go into the military?
Back in the 40s.
Do you remember how old you were?
I wasn't too old, I'll tell you that.
Yeah?
I think probably in the middle 40s is when I went in.
Okay. And that was World War II, and you were in Japan, right?
I was in not Japan. I was in the islands there, below Japan.
Islands below Japan.
It was a United States base.
Okay.
That I was in.
Is it the Philippines? What islands are down there?
It's a part of Japan.
We have his kids over here, or his sons over here. Do we know what island he was in? Guam. That's the U.S. base. I should have known that. So you were in Guam.
What?
Were you in Guam?
Was I ever in Guam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was there. I was in hills up there past my own base.
Yeah. Right.
How old was he when he went into the military in World War II?
22. Wow. So 22 years old.
I'm 22.
He's 22.
You were my age and decided to go fight in the World War. Yeah.
You know,
I was a young guy in there.
So how I mean, you did a ton of flights. We have a bunch of pictures. We have his records here.
Yeah.
What did it say, Isaac? How many flights? Wasn't it like 20?
So that was by the time he got through I think Korea. We have like all of his like military file here that I feel
Right. I don't even want to touch it
because
it's
not be touching.
Yeah, right.
Subject officer has flown 50 missions in the Korean Air War. That's
Korea War. And then you were in World War II and the Korean War, right?
Yeah, I was in 2 wars.
They called you back, huh?
Well, yeah.
So you must have been good at your job.
What's that?
I said you were good at your job.
Yeah.
You were a navigator? You told us
I was a
earlier?
navigator.
What does a navigator do?
What's he do?
Yeah.
He flies a pilot all over the ocean.
So what? So the pilot just sits there and you fly around?
Yeah, that's right.
He does all the work while the pilot just flies around.
Did you sit? So you sat in the same plane? Did you sit behind him or in front of him?
I sat behind
That makes sense.
the pilot most of the time. My post was a well in the floor there. My feet hung down in the hole.
Yeah. Do you ever see the movies where the guys, so they have the two pilots,
Yeah.
and then there's the guy sitting behind them,
Yeah.
like doing that? I think that's the setup. I think that's where he was.
That's cool.
Was behind, like in
Yeah.
those B. And you said you were in a B-52.
What?
Was it a B-52? No, B-20.
What plane were you in?
What plane were you at?
I was in a,
B,
I can't even remember.
B-20.
I was in a B-29 there.
B-29.
Yeah.
That's in B-52s are newer. The B-29. That's like those are the ones that you see in all the World War II movies all the time.
Very cool.
Wow. And what so you did a bunch of did you do bombing missions? Did you bomb people? Did you bomb?
I bombed already, yeah.
Oh, you bombed all over.
But that wasn't my stationary
Okay.
place.
Okay, but you were flying it while people were bombing.
Yeah.
Wow. Could you imagine?
Wow.
That to me is just
As a 22-year-old,
Yeah.
today, like it's just.
yeah. Were you ever worried about crashing or getting shot out of the sky? Were you ever worried about that? Never. Wow.
I would be.
Well,
They'd come to find me, I'd be gone.
Especially flying over the ocean. Flying over the ocean alone gets me a little worried.
Yeah, right.
But
Wow.
adding the fact that you're getting shot at.
Wow. That is something. What I'm trying to think
Let's read some of your documents here. Luke, read that one.
Yeah, all right, so-
show the camera first.
Okay,
before you read
so
it.
check this out. This is really, really cool. We have 30 people watching right now. So I'll read this to you guys. This is, as you can tell, it's pretty old. This is by direction of the President of the United States.
While he's reading that, I'll show you guys some pictures.
Yeah. Second Lieutenant Leo F. Gratz, United Air Force, has been awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross, which is amazing. Second Lieutenant Leo F. Gratz distinguished himself by extraordinary achievement against an enemy of the United States on the night of November 21st, 1952, while serving as a radar operator of a B-26 attack bomber, 3rd Bombardment Wing 5th Air Force. While scanning the target area, a convoy of 15 vehicles was sighted south of Swaron, North Korea. During the following bombing runs, Lieutenant Gratz expertly and with great skill kept their positions pinpointed at all times in retaliation to adjacent enemy flak batteries. Utilizing his weapon to the maximum efficiency, Lieutenant Gratz enabled his pilot and navigator to concentrate on the target with such accuracy that 8 of the vehicles were destroyed by fire and explosions. Lieutenant Gratz's outstanding ability and devotion to the duty reflect great credit upon himself, his organization, and the United States Air Force. That is from the President of the United States at the time. So,
Who was that?
it doesn't actually say the direction.
Would that be world? That was that.
That
mission
was
during
52. So who's the president in 52?
I should know that.
Truman's last year. wasn't
Truman?
it? I think that the election.
We have the internet.
The election would have been that year.
Who was the president in 1952?
Here's an answer from Miller Senator
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
on the 1952 election with a significant
There you go. And it was in November, so he would have won.
So true. Yeah. So that was
Wow.
Truman's last year.
Yeah, wow. There you go. So you got a thing from Truman here. That's like history right there.
Awesome.
That's crazy. I don't even want to touch it.
I know, right?
Wow. So you what was you went in World War II, you flew out of Guam, right? And then you went to was he in North Korea then? Like where were you flying out of from North Korea? Do you remember?
I don't know whether it was Guam or not.
Yeah.
There was an island in the middle of a string of islands
Oh.
from Japan on
South
down.
Korea. Okay, and you flew into North Korea then into Korea.
Yeah,
then.
we flew into North Korea.
Wow. And you were never scared.
What the hell is
You-
the use of being scared? If you're going to get shot at, you're going to get shot at.
That is
exactly what you want to hear.
Somebody
who fought.
you know what? That is a guy right there who fought in, like, like you said.
Yeah.
That is, and everybody's, and everybody, you look at this guy, he's how old? You're going to be 98, right? He is more badass than all of us sitting in this room. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%.
At least the two of us.
At least the two of us, and probably Vrabel. I mean, that is amazing to me.
Yeah.
What's the use of being scared? I mean, you're going to get shot. You're going to get shot. Holy cow! Wow.
Oh yeah, I got shot at.
That is amazing. We have comments from people watching for you. Rose Patterson says, Leo Gratz, thank you for your service. God bless you. Looks like you got a Laura Kelty says Leo is amazing. Anthony James Morton, you are doing great, Grandpa. You know Anthony?
What's that?
I think your grandson, your great grandpa, Anthony James Morton, grandson. Okay, grandson is saying, and then, that's the money comment. Laura just said that's the money comment with the what the hell is it used to being scared. That's amazing. Okay, yeah, and then James Gratz just said my grandpa is badass.
Absolutely. We walked in here and I said, "You ready to do this thing?" And he said, "What the hell else am I supposed to do?" That's a good point.
That's it.
What did he tell you earlier, Luke?
What's that?
You said World War II, Korea, and he said, I haven't decided to go back yet.
He doesn't know if he wants to go back yet or not. That was the other comment he said. So that is amazing. Well, and then I'm trying to think. Go ahead, Isaac.
I'm trying to think.
Tell them what they sent you to school for a year, and then
Right?
tell them what they sent you to school for a year.
Oh
you went
yeah,
to school.
I was a teacher too.
So you were a teacher?
Oh yeah,
How about meteorology?
meteorology.
When you first got into the
Well,
military?
when in the first time was supposed to go into meteorology, and after a year,
Did you quit? You left, or did they kick you out? Did you leave?
No, I mean they put me out of the being a
Meteorologist. Yeah, and put you in an airplane.
They kept me. Don't worry.
Right, they kept him. They made him a.
What if we took our meteorologist, Andrew DePaula, and sent him off to fight?
Seriously. Oh, is that funny?
Or Wilhelm.
Yeah, Wilhelm.
Or Wilhelm.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see Wilhelm in an airplane.
Right.
Wow. And so, what did you do after the war? So you had 2 wars.
After the war?
Yeah. What did you do after the war?
Well, I used to. I was a teacher for quite a while.
Really? Where'd you teach at?
I mean, I had a class and everything else.
Yeah. Where did you teach? Do you remember where you taught?
I didn't teach anything. I was a teacher.
What are you saying? You were.
Whoever was the teacher did the teaching.
Oh, so you went back to school?
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, you were substitute teacher. Oh, you'd fill in for the teacher.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. What did he do when he came back from the war? What was his full-time job?
Tell them what you did for a living.
Yeah, what'd you do for a living after the war?
Well, that's what I did. I mean, when I was a teacher for I don't know how many years.
How
What's that?
How about accounting?
Cheating too?
Accounting?
Yeah.
Well, I could teach accounting because accounting was my really my background. And
Yeah.
That's
So
what you did for a living.
did
right?
you work at Sheeton too?
I worked, like I said, at Sheeton too.
Yeah.
And other than that, why I didn't work for anybody else.
So Sheeton Tube. So he was with Sheeton Tube,
Other than
a manager for Sheeton Tube. I wonder if he knew Grandpa Ramsbottom, because Grandpa Ramsbottom was
It worked at Sheeton too.
Sheeton Tube for a year, but everybody worked at Sheeton Tube at one point, I think.
Yeah,
Back.
the Struthers.
Yeah.
Grandpa Ramsbottom was a mayor, right? The
No, Uncle Tony was a mayor. Grandpa Ramsbottom was at the bank. At the bank. So wow, that's crazy. Let's see here. Thank you. Okay, Robert Santos, Austin Town trustee, and also a military veteran. Thank you for your service, sir. If it were not for those like you, I never would have had the honor to serve. Yeah, because Robert was on the show last week, I think.
Last week or before?
Yeah, he was on. Yeah, he was on trustee and everything. So that is amazing. And let's see if we could do it. What would you tell? What do you think now? So like you flew airplanes, you did all this. Do you have anything to say to the younger kids now? Like what do you say? What would you say to like advice? Do you have advice for the younger people?
I don't have any kids that have to fly.
Yeah.
I got daughters,
Okay.
and so I don't worry about them flying.
You don't worry about them flying.
No.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for anybody? What
would you tell the younger generation of today, growing up? What should they do with their life?
Well, your life at that stage is provided for you. I mean, it's not your own idea to get in there.
He's talking about the military.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you miss the military?
What's that?
Do you miss being in the military? Did you like being in the military?
Oh yeah, I took it in stride.
Yeah, I can tell. You could tell he liked the military for sure. Yeah. Proud of it. Yeah, no doubt.
What is the secret to living to 98 years old? What's the secret?
What's the secret?
What should I start eating?
I used to keep busy all the time.
Keep busy?
All the time, moving around?
Yeah, I keep busy.
Yeah?
Keep busy. I gotta, do I need to eat anything? What should I be eating? Do you eat healthy?
What?
Do you eat healthy? Do you eat healthy food or you eat bad food?
Oh yeah, well, all kinds. Because I mean, I'm very seldom sick,
Yeah.
and it just keeps on going, I guess.
Just keeps on going. Let's see here. He said he told me to go to school. It's Kelsey, his granddaughter. He said go to school. Yep. He makes killer pies. Do you cook?
No.
Bake?
Bake? Do you bake?
Tell him what you used to do with your dad, where you worked.
When my dad used to be my dad used to be in a wholesale pipe business.
Yeah.
I used to be a baker.
Really? So you were a baker, you were a pilot, you taught for the teacher.
Not a pilot.
No, a navigator.
Navigator.
Keep saying pilot. You were a navigator, baker, worked as an accountant in sheet and tube. Manager. This guy's been done everything, right?
I want to be a pie baker.
You'd be a better pie baker than a pilot.
How much did the pie sell for when you used to?
What?
How much
We
did
used to make these little turnover jobs, like,
That sounds good.
we didn't get into big pies.
How much did they
Not
cost?
that I can't bake them, but
Were they a nickel? A penny? How much were they?
yeah, nickel.
A nickel for a
It used
pie.
to be a nickel to start with.
Inflation's a SOB these days.
And it eventually got to a dime after so long.
Wow. James Gratz says best pumpkin pies in town.
Really?
How about this? Okay, Robert Kalaski, he says, one event I know about Leo. Leo, did you fly over Hiroshima?
What's that?
Fly over Hiroshima?
Did I eat them?
Hiroshima. Where they nuked the nuclear bomb? Ask him. I don't think he can hear me.
Hiroshima. Did you fly over Hiroshima in Japan?
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
No, in Japan I wasn't flying. Out
Navigator.
of Japan, I was flying into Japan.
Okay. flying into Japan, because somebody here says he flew over Hiroshima a few weeks afterwards as a navigator for top Navy brass.
Could you imagine?
So he was flying the bosses. I don't know who this is. Robert Kalaski.
Seeing that?
Who's that? That's your. Oh, that's your husband saying that. Okay, that's her husband saying that.
Wow.
So he flew over.
Imagine a week after a nuclear bomb got dropped.
Man.
Flying top brass.
Yeah, over that to see the damages.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
think he's probably more scared of flying the brass over.
Yeah, right. Because you got make a mistake. He's drawing up the map and flies them into a mountain.
You must have flew him really good if they called you back for a second war.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, I wanted to show a picture. We never showed this picture. Oh, did you show the picture?
Yeah. Handsome
Look at that
young
guy.
man there.
Look at that. Wait, let's put it right next to
You
him.
haven't aged a bit.
You look exactly the same, Leo.
Yeah, exactly the same. Looking good.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, we don't want to keep him up all night long.
Yeah.
Leo, anything else you want to say? I know you got to go to bed because you said you go to bed at 6:30 normally, huh?
What was that?
You normally go to bed at 6:30?
I go to bed fairly early, yeah.
We kept him up past his bedtime. I feel terrible. Well, sir, thank you for your service. Thank you for I mean, on behalf of all of us, you know what I mean? It's like people like him made it possible for the rest of us.
Yeah.
My kids, you know, I have a 10, like,
Our freedoms are because of you.
yeah, exactly.
And many people like you. So thank you for everything. And yeah, it's just
Awesome.
It's an honor to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know?
And happy birthday, right? It's coming up soon, 98.
It's coming up, yeah.
Anybody watching, you should send him a birthday card. He's at the end of Poland. Leo Gratz, right? Send him a birthday. Birthday cards?
6501 Poland Way.
6501 Poland Way. Send him a birthday
They
card.
take care of you in here. They take care of you. They feed you good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my family, they always take good care of me.
They do? That's awesome. Well, are you going to take him? Are you taking him out?
Yeah.
Or? Okay. Hey, grab that. You want to grab that mic off of him? I don't want to keep. I feel bad he's up so late.
Well, we let him sleep in today.
Oh, you did sleep in. You get to sleep in tomorrow too. Leo, thank you again for coming on. We really appreciate it, and thank you again for your service. All right, so we'll talk, and then so what we're going to do next is he's going to take him out, and then he's going to come back, and we're going to talk about Memorial Day Parade.
What's that?
Give
Give
everybody the
him a salute.
Right up there. Look right up there.
I
Give us
can't
a
get my
He can't get his helmet. There you go. He got it.
All right.
Good job, sir. Thank you again. Thank you for sharing him with us. He's awesome. So stick around for a second here. We're going to kind of follow up. Everybody's saying love him, put him to bed. Everybody's saying put him to bed. 6501 Poland Way. It's when's his birthday? Next Tuesday is his birthday. Leo Gratz.
Mine's
Anybody?
Sunday.
There you go. Anybody watching it? I'm sure he'd love a card.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Oh yeah, here, Isaac, grab that stuff. We're going to follow up here as soon as we get a little organized here. And
Sorry, guys. We're taking a little short intermission here. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's amazing.
and then you come back, Jeff, and we'll talk about the Memorial Day Parade.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
all right, thanks a lot. Thank you. So you think about that guy, right? And like I said, he's 98 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see a picture of that guy?
Yeah, he looks great.
Like, again, flying, what was it? 50 flights over?
50, that's in Korea alone. Over 50 missions in Korea. And then who knows how many in World War II.
Right.
The thing that's absolutely like mind-boggling to me is the amount of stuff he saw. Like you saw from the air too.
Right.
From like the view of Japan as you're bombing them. They showed a map of his group that he
Put
was
that a
in,
little closer
and
to you
all
there.
the different targets they bombed in Japan.
Yeah.
And it just says, has propaganda above it, just says Gasoline Alley. And it's a map of Japan with all the bombing spots.
Right.
they hit.
James Gratz just said I think they said that's his grandson. He said that's not including World War II.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's
50 missions, not including
so freaking badass.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. That's
And then
insane.
You see, if he did fly over Hiroshima,
Could you imagine?
After
Freaking
a
things still be
nuclear bomb,
charcoaling. Yeah.
what did that look
Destruction.
like? It would just be flattened.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Just
Is your mic?
Ashes.
Check your mic. Sorry.
ashes.
I don't know
Wouldn't be
what-
the MLO Bros without sound problems.
It really would.
But,
Good. No. Talk,
And then the things-
talk again.
Is that better?
Absolutely not. Not even close.
I think we'll shut it off.
All right. It would not be a day without.
Is that better?
No. What's going on? Oh, here,
I
use
guess
use the wire. Use the wireless.
Just put that up to your face. I guess the good thing from like a mental standpoint would be that you don't see like up close and personal combat. So for like the long term, looking back at like war, you kind of all you saw was like an aerial view, so you didn't actually get to see up
Except when
close.
you're flying and people are shooting at you.
Yeah, there's that. But like
I mean, that's
a way of disconnecting, like seeing someone get shot from 2
Did you-
feet or stabbed from 2 feet in
Like,
front of you. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen like the videos of like these like back in the day where these airplanes would
Oh,
fly
yeah.
over and like?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Yeah,
But like you said-
what did he say? What did he say?
He said,
No point
there's
getting
no point-
scared.
yeah,
You're
no
gonna get
point-
shot at. You're gonna get shot at.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to look at it, right? Yeah.
Wow.
So you have a lot to do with this. I was walking around earlier with him, and there's memorials of
Yeah.
the residents who are here still and who have passed away.
So every veteran, can you hear me now?
Good, talk again.
Is that better?
It's like my mics don't like you. Go talk.
Every
There
veteran
we
that's
go.
lived here,
We
their service picture. So like the one that you were holding up, the larger one,
Yeah.
it's hanging up on the wall.
Okay.
If we don't have their service picture, it's just a picture of them. But like to not forget that sacrifice. So even as they pass on, unfortunately, their picture stays up.
Yeah.
So that picture stays here. So we have almost every veteran that's ever lived here. Their picture's still hanging in this building.
Yeah.
And we have a lady. She was a member of the American Legion in Poland. She was 102 when she passed away. She was a nurse in the Navy during World War II.
Dang.
And when we did her military honors, we did them here in the lobby.
Yeah.
And her flag's actually in the lobby with a newspaper article we framed.
Yeah, it's crazy. Every time I meet somebody like that,
Yeah.
it's amazing to think what they have been through.
Absolutely.
Like stuff the three of us will
Couldn't even imagine.
we will never
No.
hopefully
Right.
never experience stuff like that.
Yeah.
Never. It's like
Nor do I have the balls to want
Yeah.
to experience.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's like but it's like any vet that does veteran that does that. Like you hear like Vietnam stories, Persian Gulf, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just stuff you just can't
No. Because
fathom.
until you experience it, you can't wrap your head around it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So all right. So what's going on? We have a special thing, and that's why we kind of brought him on because it was just so you have something special
So we
going
actually
on.
have 5 World War II vets here,
Okay.
which most people would say, okay, you have 5, but Leo's 98. And I'll get
And he
any
was
younger.
22 when he went in.
So the fact that we have 5 World War II veterans
Yeah.
is kind of like a really big deal.
Yeah.
The most we had at one point was 7. 7 veterans from the Second World War.
Okay.
So part of what we're doing for Memorial Day is, every year we have a Grand Marshal. This year, our Grand Marshal is World War II veterans. So, like, Leo will come to the American Legion on Memorial Day. We will have a car for him. He will ride in the parade, and he will be a Grand Marshal.
Wow.
And as will some of the other World War II vets from here. 4 of the 5 so far are coming.
That's awesome.
So, and we're reaching out, like if anybody that's watching, if it's your grandpa or uncle or neighbor or something, get in contact with me so we can put them in the parade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's got to be starting to be like a number that's going down because you think about it, he's 98 and he was 22 when he went in.
Yeah. So he was.
So
Well, he was older then, right?
right.
I would think he's older. So there's got to be
Eight-
you probably got another solid 10 years.
No.
Well, the youngest one's war ended in 45. So even if they went in at,
18.
18, 17.
Dude, you're still in your 90s.
Yeah.
My
That's
youngest
what I'm
was
saying. You
94.
got another solid 10 years left, and then it's
Ugh.
probably getting dwindling.
Yeah, it's
dwindling.
definitely dwindling. Definitely dwindling. Wow, that is
my
crazy.
youngest World War II vet's 94. So
Yeah, it's got to be 9. I mean, it's got to be everyone's 92
Yeah.
or up.
Yeah.
You got to figure because if
I
they're
figure
18,
if they were born in 28, they'll be 94 this year.
wow.
And 18
18 would have been
would
it.
put them at 1946 after the war's already over. So
Wow. So they had to be 95 or
I
up.
don't think I'm going to make it to my 90s.
Dude. I'm going to make it. If I make it to 70, I'm going to be freaking doing
If I
really
make it
good.
to 80, I think I'll be happy. Look, Dad's 71.
Yeah, but he's real healthy. You're healthy too. I'm so unhealthy.
The thing is, big guys don't last long.
I know that.
Big guys.
I'm
don't last
trying.
long. No, I mean like me too. Like even like tall guys don't.
Uncle,
last.
I don't know.
Dad's my height, but he's 72.
But he's
so
real
it's like-
skinny.
I know, but still.
well, you wouldn't fit on the submarine.
I would
We
definitely,
heard that
dude.
today.
I tried to fit on the submarine.
Yeah.
They had a submarine in Pittsburgh, the one that's by the. Do you ever see that? The kids museum.
Do they not let you in?
No, I got in. I couldn't I had to. I had to walk sideways the entire like if I was in,
sir, you're gonna have to, you go in there, you're gonna have to stand there.
I had to go sideways, and then I'm like walking, and there were parts where I had to like bend over because I'm tall, so I'm turned sideways and bent over, trying to get through this thing. There's no way. So and again, and thank you too. So he's helping us out big time with our June 10th event too.
Yes.
The Legion, we're working
Teaming up
together with
the
them.
Legion.
So we've teamed up with them. We've teamed up with Rosalie's Footprints,
Yeah.
Zembauer and Friends.
Are you technically your own property over there?
Yeah,
Why don't you get the Sweet Sips?
You can't because of the school.
we can't have any alcohol because we're landlocked on 3 sides.
By the school.
That's why we don't have a bar in our building. A lot of American Legion posts that you go to have a bar. We do not.
What if you sell us like a little strip of land all the way around the
It's got to
Legion?
be 1,000 feet.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
And the
See-
school would never sell that.
No.
Oh no, it would have to be their land, but then you smash them in even closer.
Yes.
So it's got to be, it has to be 1,000 feet from the school.
Yeah.
See, there goes because I was just going to say,
But
sell us
also-
like a little strip.
With a bar comes bar problems. So it's like kind of
Yeah.
a blessing and a curse. There's definitely pros
Right.
and cons of having the bar, but it's okay.
But that would be a major moneymaker, correct, for all the rest of the legions that have
Yeah, a lot
alcohol.
of legions do make good money on the bar.
Yeah, but again, like you said, though, you got more problems sometimes when you throw alcohol.
I mean,
in
could you
there.
imagine how much trouble you'd get from the village for having a bar there? Like,
Could you have a bar there with the? You need
We could bring our own because we're a private club and fenced in.
so you
like,
could.
like if you were renting the hall, which the hall is for rental, you could bring your own. But a lot of
Yeah.
people don't want to drive. They don't want to drive through Poland.
who would?
Yeah, right.
I could walk home. That'd be great. Right up. You can't run. How do you have your
Wait.
own bike?
Maybe you'll be able
You-
to take a golf cart. Soon.
You tried to walk home the one time, and the cop gave you a ride home.
Yeah, I walked home drunk. It was during quarantine. I was drinking with my buddies, and it was during lockdown. And when we had the curfew where we had to be home by like 10, so I was like, I don't want to sleep here. Don't want to sleep on the couch. I'll just walk home. Walk down during it was like 11 or 12 midnight, and walking down the center of Poland, like
That's
by
amazing.
Walgreens, like standing in the intersection because nobody's out, like walking through the intersection in shorts and a coat in like January, and a cop saw me. He like pulled over in Walgreens. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just walking home. I was drinking at my buddies. I didn't want to sleep on the couch, and I just decided I live right on Massachusetts." He's like, "Are you the?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the MLO, bro." I was like, "I think you helped us hand out turkeys." And he's like, "Get in my car. I'll drive you home." Okay. I'm like, "Sir, this is the first time I've ever been in the back of a cop car. Happy I'm not in cuffs."
Oh man. Well, we
Didn't you run by when we were doing Memorial Day?
I think
You
so.
run a
Yeah.
run or something?
Yeah.
ran by.
Watched. Waved, took off my hat.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for our event on June 10th. I'm just fingers crossed it doesn't freaking rain. If
I
not,
think
we're gonna have
we
to
could.
do rain day.
Yeah.
But there, you guys are going to be. Well, actually, you're not going to be selling. You're going to be. We're donating the proceeds of the popcorn sales and the cotton candy sales to the Legion.
Yeah.
We are donating all of the money. And he volunteered for the dunk tank.
Did you?
There'll probably be a line that goes to Struthers.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to the club, man. It'll be a moneymaker.
Laura said they're going to pack the bus up.
Yeah, we should
What's that
pack the
about?
bus up with the freaking
Yeah.
all the people in here to throw.
And all of
That
those-
guy Dick will come.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All the funds for that will go to at least during our time will go to celebrate.
No,
Poland.
no, it's
So,
the whole dunk tank goes to celebrate Poland.
celebrate Poland. Right?
And then any extra money we have from the donations and the sponsors is going to go to Rosalie's Footprints.
Sweet.
So it's awesome.
Sounds good.
It's awesome.
We'll have food trucks. Do we have the food truck names officially or no? Do we not
I'm
have
waiting.
them?
I'm gonna wait till May. We're gonna announce stuff in May. We have the band coming on in May. I have the bounce house people.
Yeah.
Confetti House is coming on in May.
Yep.
They're gonna talk about all the stuff. Wait till you see the stuff they have. All free, by the way, for the kids.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
The bounce house is 100% free. For
No
the kids.
charge?
No charge.
That's awesome.
No charge. Band free. Band is two lead singers, two lady lead singers. They freaking wail.
Really? Sweet.
So
One of the food trucks, Magic Tree, they're
tell.
pretty good saying they're coming. If they don't have pretzels though, John Rudy, I'm telling you, I will riot. I'll stand outside the food truck and protest.
like pushing it, like rocking it back and
You
forth.
get out of here and you come back when you have pretzels.
We had our event the other day. Our thing
Yesterday,
he said because of the shipping problems, they didn't have.
they didn't
lye.
have a
lye.
I think it was lye.
Is it
Something
lye?
something. A key ingredient for the pretzels. They can't make pretzels.
Yeah, they said it didn't get ordered, and there's like a shortage of
They
it.
do have pretty good prices.
Dude,
Their pretzels are
their food's
bomb.
amazing.
Did you ever have their purple steak tips? They're
Purple?
They're marinated
Purple?
in, I think, charcoal, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
They're delicious, but they're purple.
The thing that's incredible, the chicken strips.
the best
The
chicken strips.
freaking chicken
Yep.
strips. And like, it's one of those things where, you hear chicken strips and you're like, oh, you can get chicken strips anywhere. Why did you get chicken? The chicken is so good and his sauces are phenomenal. So
What is it, the Cadillac?
caddy sauce. Yeah. Cadillac sauce. So good.
I'm typing
So-
this in here. We're just in a Poland way with
But,
Jeff Vrabel Jr.
and in Poland Way is really nice.
Dude, it's
I've only been in here like
amazing.
once.
It's amazing. Oh, somebody's coming back.
But,
Oh, they're leaving.
We have a movie theater here.
There's a movie theater.
2 hair salons.
really?
We got to get the ladies. Got to get their perms.
Can I come here and get my hair
Wednesday,
done?
Thursday. I've tried to get the stylist to do my hair for 5 years. They won't do it.
They won't do your hair.
Connie won't do it.
Why not?
I don't know.
They food cafeteria.
Yeah, big dining room.
I'm seeing a lot of like pudding
Putting in soups.
soups.
They do love their soup.
Is there a lot? There has to be. How's the food? Is the food okay?
Food's pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah, the food is pretty good. It's not like you would think, nursing home food.
Yeah, right. Wow. Let's see this. I mean, this place is nice though. This is way nicer
Yeah.
than you'd think. So, let's see here. Okay, wait. So, James Gratz is back on here. Okay, so James Gratz says, I want to add. This is his grandpa was on earlier. For those of you coming in late, I want to add. My grandfather told me about navigating to Hawaii using only a map, a slide rule, and a compass. GPS wasn't a thing then. I love telling people that. Thanks again for interviewing him. No problem, man.
Using a map.
That probably
Could you
was the
imagine?
hardest
Could
job
you
on that
imagine
plane.
like just trying to get from here to the East Coast using a map right now? Okay. Now imagine you have nothing but water in front of you, and you have to use a map to get to Hawaii.
No distinguishable land.
And the amount of trust between the pilot and the navigator, like just blindly trust everything the guy behind you's saying.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's like when you see those guys again in the movies and in
Yeah.
the documentaries I've
Yeah.
watched. They had, and I know where he was sitting. He's sitting behind, and he had like a little desk, I think, and his feet hung
Yeah,
down.
that
like
was on one of the pictures, and he's talks about his workstation.
Yeah,
And Jerry said, "You're probably thinking workstation like this. It was a desk. That's
Yeah.
what he had.
yeah, and it was the one where he'd have a map and like
Yeah.
you said, like a protractor and
Yeah.
drawing the lines.
Yeah, just being the pilot. I don't know, honey. This doesn't look familiar.
It's
There's
exactly-
nothing but water in front
But
of
I
you.
love this comment when he's like, yeah, I used to fly the pilot around.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
the pilot's probably up there flying around, thinking
Yeah.
he's all hot, and he's in the back, freaking.
Yeah, man.
Turn right, you little jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's just wild, man. It's
What are
just-
the what? Oh, go ahead.
So when Russia invaded the Ukraine, Megan Lee from WKBN called me. She said, "Can I come up there and talk to your World War II vets?" Absolutely. So I had the 5 of them at a round table, and she said, "Leo, what do you think if we get involved and there's another draft?" And he said, "Well, being that I'm almost 100, I don't think I'll be drafted again, but I guess if they need me, I'd have to go."
Oh my
It's
gosh.
amazing. I just tell
Like total badass.
I'm
Yeah.
just telling you, it's totally. So he's 22 years old. You're 22.
I'm 22.
I don't know. Jeff's a little different because Jeff's had like a real job since he was like 17, and you know what I mean. Like I don't know how many people his age, what would happen if they drafted people.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I would not be confident.
How many people
I mean,
would be
like, guys
drafted?
like him at 22 jumped out of airplanes.
That's what I'm saying. How many? If there was a draft, there would be riots. I mean, there were riots in the 60s and 70s
There's
too.
enough
But
people that they would never
do a
They
draft,
They would
right?
never. They would never have to. It would probably be like, what do you think? They just like try and pay you out to do something like that, right? Or no?
Well, I think
I think it would be a you're going or you're going.
How would it start? Like, what ages would they say? You're
Well,
starting.
when you turn 18, the school, at least, like when I went to Poland, they sent your information
Yeah.
to the, and if you don't sign up
Only
for
if
the
you
draft,
register to vote, right? If you register,
no, I think
No,
the school sent you
it
have to
goes.
register for the draft when you turn 18.
100%.
They come knocking
That
on
stuff
your
comes
door.
out. There's no doubt. I remember that happened with mine too.
I thought it was if you registered to vote. You
No,
registered for
no,
the
dude,
draft.
you
No,
can't.
that will register you, but if you don't, you have to register. For the
I
draft.
would never see combat because I'm blind in my right eye.
I think I still have my draft.
And I'm colorblind. You don't want me on the front lines shooting the wrong guy.
Maybe they do.
They put me in an office somewhere. But yeah, no, I'm seriously legally blind in my right eye. Like, it's
Make you like a landmine finder, like walking around. Trying,
chum.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The whole thing. Whenever I talk to these guys, it's just amazing stories, man. And again, we're at a limited time with World War II vets. I mean, it's a limited time in our, in the next 5-10 years, there's going to be no World War II vets left, which is crazy,
Wild.
crazy. So, well,
What are we at?
I don't know. We're at 50 minutes. I think that's good. I don't know. What else
So
do we
we've
want to talk
got
about?
well, like
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
our-
Talk, man.
our
You got us.
Our Memorial Day tradition is on Saturday. We always go decorate the graves at Riverside,
Yeah.
and like it's to the point where families know it. So you'll see families there cleaning the graves, planting
Yeah.
the flowers. That's when we go put the flags up, and the Boy Scouts come, the Girl Scouts come, Holy Family Youth Group comes, and the entire cemetery. It's like 1,100 veterans are buried there, something
Wow.
like that. About 25 minutes, it's done. We start by the chapel, give half the flags, and then we go to the opposite corner over by the bridge, give the other half, and it's like done quickly. We have a paper. These kids love it.
Who does it?
The Boy Scout, it's open to the public. So,
Okay.
like, if you guys wanted to come, more than welcome.
On Memorial Day.
No, it's the Saturday before Memorial.
Okay.
And then I started in 2018. I started doing a ceremony here for all the deceased vets, and our state commander, Sons of American Legion, come, and I read a list of names of every vet that ever lived here that's deceased, and ring a bell after each name, and then
Sounds like a lot.
we
of names.
play taps. It is, but it's like different because this is going to sound morbid, but this is what I mean. These veterans have said this to me. These were my friends,
Aw.
Yeah.
and now I'm hearing their names, and I know one day my friends will be hearing my name.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it gets them. And like when we did the funeral service for the 102-year-old, like it got me
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing that. And then you start reading people's names. It's like, I've been here 5 years. Like, oh yeah, Peter. I remember Peter.
Right.
And then,
yeah.
I was telling Luke earlier, I love hearing their stories.
Yeah.
Like all the stories of the people that have lived here. And we've had a couple hundred people here 5 years. It's like, I still remember, okay, we had one gentleman whose son was in the towers on 9/11. Grandson was in the towers on 9/11.
Yeah.
His brother was in the mob. He got a Molotov through his window. Like, it's crazy, the stories
Yeah.
that you learn from these people. And if you've ever, like, I also do a memorial service here for everybody, and we invite all the families back to honor, their loved ones that lived here. And I read this poem called "The Dash," and I said one of my favorite parts of this job is learning these people's dash, like what they did during their life. Like, and it is so
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, that's the dash. Is like you're only here for a dash.
Yeah.
A very short period of time in the grand scheme.
in the grand scheme of
Yeah.
things. Yeah. It's just so it's crazy what you think of. Like we had a grandma live to be 100
Yeah.
Wow.
and it was like I remember I want to say her son died. Uncle Dave died.
Yeah.
And my mom and my aunt and our uncles were talking because grandma was in a nursing home, but she was mentally 100% there to the very end.
Yeah.
And she could, and they were like, well, we shouldn't tell great grandma. And this was her baby boy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because, she's not going to be able to handle it. And
Yeah.
and at this table, and with my uncles and aunts, I'm kind of like the youngest son because my mom's the oldest, and I'm like, what do you guys mean she can't handle it? And they're like, well, she's 100.
She's seen everyone around.
I was
die.
like, she has seen more shit
yeah.
Her life.
in her life than any of us. She had a brother that in downtown Youngstown was protesting outside of a mob casino
Because he lost money to the mob.
because he lost money to the mob. 18 years old, never found him. Gone.
Just took him.
Okay, that's his brother. That's her little brother. I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, her husband's died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you say that? And it's like, whenever I meet these older folks like this, I immediately think, I'm like, these people have been through so much stuff.
And I feel like it's the attitude when you get to that age is always the same. It's
Yeah.
like, I've seen so much. I got nothing else to give, and if I go, I go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like everybody. I'm 98.
Yeah.
Old. My grandma was 100 years old. She's like, I've seen so many people come and go, and all my friends are up in heaven waiting for me. So like,
I'm ready.
Whenever you're ready,
Yeah.
come down and get
Yeah,
me.
whenever.
It's
Yeah,
like-
she used to say that, I'm ready whenever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever.
So it's like it's that attitude, and they're always seem very like not grumpy, but like just happy to be
They're
here.
happy.
Yeah, just happy to be here. You know?
I'm sure there's some grumpy ones in here too, though, right
Sure. I'm sure.
there. but
You met my friend earlier.
oh, he was awesome.
I took your brother in to meet one of the other World War II vets who could
Yeah.
definitely have not have been on the show. He would have just made fun of me the whole time.
It would have been amazing. He would have been an
What did he
amazing
say?
guest.
What's something he said?
I
About
walked-
I walked over. I said, "This is my friend." He goes, "Bullshit! You don't have any friends."
I was like, oh, I like this guy.
He's awesome. I can walk in and he'll wake up and go, "Jeff, I'm a pain in the ass." He'll
Well,
put his head right back on his pillow.
Laura's like, oh yeah, he's not coming out. I'm like, he would fit in perfect
He would.
for our
He
show. He would fit in perfect
That's
for
amazing.
our show. Yeah, and he's a World War II vet too, correct? How old's he?
97.
97. He's got some freaking spitfire in that guy.
yeah.
I like.
What was he in?
He was on the USS
Some-
Blackfish.
He's the one that said I wouldn't fit in a sub.
He said that to you?
Uh-huh.
That's fantastic.
He's awesome. And part of this, like his story, he says it all the time. They would sneak under the gates of the harbor in Japan, and they would sink their ships while they were tied to the dock. So like the biggest middle finger, we're going to sink your ships, but we're going to sink them while they're tied to the dock.
And
So
then-
you got to look at the rope.
And then
going down.
the only thing is about having him on the thing. He did say some negative things about the
Some
Asian
colorful-
about the Asian.
Just like Gran Torino.
Yeah, about
he was in the Korean War.
Not so bad like Gran Torino,
Like
but
we used to stack sandbags like you,
Yeah.
10 feet tall in
it
Korea.
it would have gotten us in trouble possibly. It was like, but hey man, that those people were trying to kill him, right? I mean, that's the way you got to look at it. You're 100 years old. That was what he went through. So it's
Yeah.
like, man, oh good lord. But it was.
we've had some fun times, man.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we went over to there's an Alzheimer's wing,
Mm-hmm.
and you said you had a huge party for a lady who turned 100.
Yeah, so we had a lady turn 100. The news came. This was kind of like this was in October, so we were getting back to normal. I had the police and fire department came. They did a parade for her out front.
Yeah.
And then we had a huge party, and she just like ate it up. The attention, she loved it.
That's good. Very cool.
So we actually have two, and that's another thing. We have two people that are one's 101, one's 100.
So this is your day job.
Yes.
Working here. I did not know that. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. So what's your official position here, sir?
Well, I am an activity aide, but I do everything.
Activity.
The other day, I worked in the kitchen. I worked as a nurse's aide, and I worked the desk.
Nice.
Just fill in where needed.
Yeah.
They
Awesome.
stay fluid.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I mean, you get to know these people. Like I said, you get to know their stories. You get to know their families, and it's nice.
I could tell walking around he likes what he does here. So, well, thank you for having us here tonight.
Thanks for coming.
And Memorial Day, start posting. If you get some posts, let's post.
Another thing.
Yeah.
Can't believe you and I forgot about
What's
it.
that?
Convertibles.
Yes, I have a hookup for you.
He messaged me.
Cars?
Did he message you?
So like since we're offering every World War II veteran that comes a car, and need the cars.
So you need a convertible.
I need convertibles, yeah. So we have a couple.
We
I have a
have
couple lined up.
he said he could get you some. The guy, the kid who does the car detailing.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
Tim Foley Cox.
Yes.
The kid who does that, he was doing the car shows at the bar in Poland. What the heck's that? The one that's just
Poorhouse.
The Poorhouse. Exactly. Thank you. I'm just getting late. My brain.
I know. I'm tired, man.
And so I hooked them up, and they're gonna freaking hopefully do something. So
that'll be nice.
So anybody has any cars, any convertibles?
Any convertibles? Any other classic cars? We're always trying to build that up.
Yeah, classic cars would be cool too.
I have a Nissan Sentra. I'll chop the back off.
We could throw like 3 or 4 of them in my Suburban.
just hack the back of the Suburban off.
Just throw them on.
We'll just pop
Flip
open
the
the
gate
trunk
up.
and kind of like sit them in the back.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thursday we have Michael Kermick,
Nice.
loan officer. He's coming to the studio. He is doing a it's a musical award ceremony. Do you know the tacos?
Taco?
Not
Like
taco.
the food?
Taco.
Dominic Taco and the Brotherhood.
Exactly, Dominic Taco. He's winning an award, and they're coming on. Kermick's hosting it. He's coming on to talk about Dominic Taco, and he knew exactly
And the
who it was.
Brotherhood.
I'm really like 75 at heart.
I can
He
tell.
I
really
think
dude.
that's
is.
why I love this
He
job.
really is.
Yeah.
So he's coming on, and then we got Easter, and then you're alone next week.
By myself?
Oh well, unless you get a co-host.
You mean the following week, right?
No, I mean next week.
I thought you said you were on vacation for the 24th or whatever. Is that next week?
No, not. It's hold on. I am on the 19th. Is Allison Matson and the Poland Foundation? You know the Poland Foundation.
That's next week.
That's next week, and then
You're gone the following week?
No, I'm gone next week.
So I have to do Matson by myself?
Well, not Matson. It's like 2 or 3 people from the Poland Foundation.
Oh, that's going to be brutal.
No, just
I'm not good at stuff like that.
okay. You'll be fine. And then
Why can't we have like laid back guests, not professional guests, when I have to be alone?
How about okay? Well, then you're gonna love Thursday.
What's Thursday?
Thursday is Wade Calhoun and friends from Canfield. You're gonna love it. So everybody tune in next week to watch Isaac.
Why are you doing this?
That is just the way the schedule fell. I didn't do it on purpose.
Why would you even book that week?
That's when they asked to come on. Wade.
I think I have to go on vacation next week too.
Well, then good. We'll make O'Keel do it.
We should.
We
Frable, what are you doing next week?
Not Chip live from MLO Bros Studio. It's Jeff Rabel and O'Keel Goose.
Let me think.
Oh.
Let me check my
I'm sorry.
schedule.
This is what we got.
That is like powerhouse of worst guests you can get me because I just am not good at like.
Maybe buy some stuffed food or something. Do the food thing with Allison and the Poland.
You know, I used to be the Poland Bulldog.
He was the Poland Bulldog.
I was the Bulldog. I still have my banner, me holding the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord. Yeah, sorry about
Can you get your
that.
hands on that?
I have it. It's in my house.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's in the
Can I try
garage.
it on?
Oh, the head? No. No,
Why?
I don't have the head. I thought you
You're
meant the
welcome.
banner.
You're welcome, Patty. Yeah, Patty says, "Thanks, guys, for a wonderful job interviewing my dad. Just remember, what the hell's there to be scared about?"
You know, that's a
Yeah.
good motto to live by,
Yeah.
Patty.
I'm doing
What the
that.
hell is
That's how
there to
you-
be scared about?
Next time we go ghost hunting, that's going to be my motto. I'm
Yeah.
going in ghost hunting from now
You
on.
literally said you get shot at. You get shot at.
Yep.
What the hell is there to be scared
Corvettes, vets and vets.
Vets with vets.
So, all right, everybody. Remember, we're loan officers.
I'm NMLS number 1949316. Call us for financing. We'll take care of you. The MLO Bros will help you.
Get your interest rate in the 5s right now across the board.
Yes, it's not great, guys. It's not great. Actually, yeah. So
All right.
give us a call. We'll take care of you. Also, Shelby and I started a dog walking business as well as pet services.
That is going to be $100 for advertising on our podcast.
Marshall's Marvelous Pet Service. If you want to walk your have a vet tech, a licensed vet tech, walk your dog or check in on your dog or give your dog shots, whatever you like, give me a call. I'll help you
Will
with
she
that too.
clean up my dog poop?
If you pay for that, sir. I'll send her over.
Yeah.
She got her first client today. My girl. We went and met with them. Went and met some clients.
Did you meet with the dog and like see if
Met
the dog's
dogs,
nice?
Met the dogs. 3 walks a week. Set up, schedule, going.
Wow. Get out there, Shelby.
Yeah.
a good little
Sorry I
side
missed
gig.
it all.
It
Just
is.
got home. you'll be able to rewatch this tomorrow on YouTube, and as soon as I turn this off, you'll be able to rewatch it if you're bored tonight. So, Leo was on for a good half hour. It was good.
Yeah.
Like I said, you could
He
tell
did
he
good.
was
He was
tired.
tired.
He was tired.
Yeah.
You
He
could tell.
slept. I kept him in bed as long as possible. I peeked in this morning, and
Yeah, you
his
could tell.
thing is, "Good morning, come on in. The
Yeah.
water's wet." So I cracked the door and I can hear him. I'm like, "All right, come on."
Yeah, you could tell. So, all right. Well, thanks again to Leo's family too for having us on. Jeff, thanks a lot. We look forward to working with you in the
We're looking
upcoming
forward.
events, man. It'll be fun. So, all right, everybody, we'll see you guys all Thursday. Bye.